Hey there, YouTube. Thanks for joining me here again today. I don't know why. Something about the spring. The spring has made me a little bit more creative with my food, just like kind of coming up with new little ways to feed myself, mainly entertain my taste buds with something different. I don't know, maybe I was dormant over the winter and now I'm coming out of it. But anyhow, as you can see, got another meal to share with you today, meal idea. And let me just say again, when I'm sharing these as meal ideas, it's not necessarily like, ooh, here's a meal, make this meal, make it how I made it. It's just kind of like trying to make you, think a little bit. Like that this food is very, there's all kind of possibilities here. It's not just, we're not just eating fruit all the time. We're not just eating lettuce and salads. I eat big. If you haven't figured that out by watching my channel yet, or if you're new to the channel, I eat. I eat a lot. And people will sometimes say, well, I could never do that. I'd gain weight, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm not a naturally thin person or anything. And it's the things that I'm eating and it's the patterns that I'm eating throughout the day, every day. So, yeah, that's one thing on this lifestyle. I don't ever sit around hungry. If I'm hungry, I eat. When I eat a lot of food. But as said, this is my version of a Mediterranean bowl. You can think of different things, but and also too, I probably is not the best angle here, but yeah, that shows everything pretty much. What do I have here? I have got underneath all of this goodness here, I've got a bed of red leaf lettuce. If you haven't figured that out by now, I'm pretty much use red leaf lettuce for everything. That is my favorite lettuce. And on top of this red leaf lettuce, on either side of the middle here, this is couscous. I was at one of my places yesterday where they have dry goods, and I was buying some beans, and I looked and I'm like, oh, they got couscous here. I don't think I've had couscous in over 10 years, so I bought some and made it this morning. So we've got the lettuce, we've got the couscous. In the middle here, this is what I'm really looking forward to. I've had a taste for this for a while since I made it last time. This is some hummus, and I made the hummus myself because I don't know. They put oil in the ones you get in the store, and it just tends to be way too much fat for me. But anyhow, if you want to see the recipe for this, I'm pretty sure I did a recipe video on it, but just go to my channel page here on YouTube and search hummus or hummus recipe, and it should pop up. But basically all I used was some chickpeas. I used a can of chickpeas. I rinsed them off to get if I'm using canned chickpeas, I like to rinse them to get as much of the sodium off as possible. Even though I bought low sodium, I used a couple of cloves of garlic. I used some lemon juice. Oh, and a little bit of tahini. I think I used with the can of chickpeas. I think I used about a tablespoon and a half of tahini. Just put it in my food processor and let it go. And it came out pretty good. And then on either side of this, it's just a mix. I like to use these on a lot of different things of different ethnicity or ethnic dishes or just regular good old Southern food. Is my cucumbers, onions, and tomatoes that I'll keep marinating in the refrigerator all the time. And that's just a simple marinade of like lemon juice, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, splash of balsamic vinegar, and usually a lot of black pepper. And then just because it's Mediterranean, I said, oh, I got to have a couple of Kalamata olives in there. So I got about 4 Kalamata olives in there. I love olives. Now this is mixed stuff. When you say the Mediterranean, that encompasses a rather large area, but just in general, I got to love olives. I never was a big olive eater before I went to and spent a lot of time in Europe in the 90s, and I fell in love with them. Spent a bunch of time in Greece, so when I was in Greece, I was in olive heaven. But anyhow, just think like that when you're in the kitchen. When you have a taste for something, figure out how to make it. Once again, a lot of times I'll just like start thinking about different things, and I'll start Googling just different ideas. I'm like, what goes with this? How do you make this? How would you make blah, blah, blah? What do you do with this? give me an example of some Mediterranean bowls. What can I do with certain ingredients? But I just kind of play around in the kitchen just to, spice my food up and make it a little bit more tasty. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If not, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you here again soon. Peace.